Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 3, where we just kind of lost a war. I mean, it's not surprising considering we put no effort whatsoever into our military, but we did lose a little bit trying to defend down over here. We bailed out of that. It's fine. It's fine. We're not concerned about it. It doesn't actually have any major effect on us. Now, we are constructing a bunch of power plants, and we're still making good money. We have 6.42 million in our investment pool. But we are negative in our bureaucracy, and we also have a lack of market access here in Prussian Saxony. So we're going to build a railroad there. And we're also going to look to build some government administrations. Now, each of these is giving us 65 bureaucracy. So I'm currently thinking that we should expand Baden up to 5. For some reason, I like multiples of 5. And in Prussian Saxony, I'm going to build 5. So that'll give us a good amount of bureaucracy there. We would like to have more bureaucracy than even that potentially because of the tax waste here. If we have a bureaucracy surplus, does that give us more taxes? I believe it might. So I'm actually going to build like 5 levels of government administration, up to 5 levels of government administration in every state we have. That's probably overkill. We'll see. We're kind of feeling out how things feel still. This is our first campaign of Vic 3 after all, and we're seeing how some of these things affect the overall game. Learning along the way. So we're losing a little bit of money here. I am noticing that it would appear that our government administrations are able to pull from our investment pool. Noted. So we are not actually expecting to dip into the negative here. That's good. That's very, very good. We're going to be finishing up our power plant construction soon. And once we finish up all of these and give those a little bit of time to mature, we're going to see how that's affecting our electricity. We're currently not running an input goods shortage for electricity, so that is good to know. Very good to know indeed. And we have a lot of these power plants that are going to be finishing up. Some of them are a ways away yet. If we look at our actual construction queue, it's 45 weeks. But the actual government administrations here, they only take 15 weeks to construct. So that's going to be quite a bit less than our power plants. We're 6 weeks away from our first round of government administrations, and that will start to increase our bureaucracy. And that's good. We definitely need to have that done. So once we're done with our government administration, my plan is to allow buildings to auto-expand again. It's been a while since we've had any auto-expansion happening. And our GDP hasn't quite recovered from that war yet. It'll get there. We're still #1 worldwide by a not super wide margin. Somewhat wide. By a somewhat wide margin. About 10 million. But we are recovering quite quickly, and that's good. So I'm expecting our investment pools... Oh, you know what? This is only paying for the railway, isn't it? Yeah, that's what's happening here. We're only pulling from the investment pool right now for the railway. Got it. That's okay. We are positive on our bureaucracy now. Okay, that's giving us construction efficiency. Noted. That's still not bad. I mean, construction efficiency is good. We have a revolution brewing here, the intelligentsia. They can only go up to 54. They want to enact right of assembly. There's high support for this and high radicalism as well. To be honest... The industrialists endorse it, the trade unions endorse it, the intelligentsia endorse it, the evangelicals, Junkers, armed forces, and petite bourgeoisie all oppose it. We'll enact it. Okay, so that should mean that these guys are no longer interested in having any sort of rebellion. Now, they probably wouldn't have anyway, but that's fine. 15% construction sector building throughput. That's nice. And resource discovery chance. Okay, leads to arc welding. So let's go ahead and work our way through here. We're going to grab combustion engines next. Well, actually, are we? That could get us reliant on oil, which we don't necessarily want. Well, let's get it. We'll see. We'll see. So, in terms of our radicals are starting to drop. And we are on lower... That said, we are going to dip into a small amount of credit here, it looks like. Now, a lot of this is due to our government administration expanding. We are not pulling from our investment pool for that. So we functionally have an additional 9 million here once we finish this up. It will be more than that, in fact. But we've got 29 weeks left here. We can definitely run this deficit for 29 weeks. That's not a problem. I'm not in the slightest concerned about that one. So we'll let all this finish up. What are we running input goods shortages on? Ironclads, rubber, oil, and small arms. Now that's interesting. Okay. So we should definitely build some arms industries then. Definitely. I queued up one more than I wanted there. I often do that, and I'm not sure why. But we're going to get rid of that. I'm also seeing some iron mines and some glassworks being auto-queued. That's okay. So those are going to start pulling from our investment pool. And you can see that our overall cost has already started to drop. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. And we are seeing these battles continue to go on over here. Austria is definitely winning somewhat against Russia. I'm wondering if they've added to this war goal. Can we see? Wars. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. So, it looks like we can't... Oh, no, we can't see their war goals. Same things they were. Humiliate Russia, regime change in Tunis. Cool. So nothing... Hello, pause menu. Nothing too major there. All good. We're making money again. And we're going to pay off this small amount of debt that we've built up here. We are going to be pulling out of our investment pool here. And that's perfect. So our government administrations are going to finish up here. And that's going to make us even more money. What was in this price report? Telephones. Noted. So, with telephones being that valuable, it's still negative for us to build electrics industries. Fascinating. We've also got some low market access that we should deal with. Unfairly denied entry, huh? Polish people in Hesse are being blocked from entering certain businesses by some local North German people. That's not great. Stop that. Cool. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a railway up over here, potentially. Although this is coastal. Can we build ports here? Actually, we can. I'm going to build 2 levels of port there. That should increase the market access there. Now, down over here, this remained at 94% in Baden. So I'm going to queue up another railway there. Yeah. That is ultimately going to be necessary, I feel like. I'm checking in on this railway here. Okay. It does need to be increased. So that'll be fine. We'll get that started. And there's a bunch queuing up there. Perfect. Those are going to pull out of the investment pool. And that's completely fine. We'll build up our gold reserves for the time being. We no longer have any credit. That's fantastic. And we're seeing that our subsidies are somewhat lower. Our shipyards being subsidized makes sense. Our railways have dropped a little bit. Cool. So what is the overall cost for railways right now? Still heavy in the engines, but I want to check in the electricity now that we've dramatically expanded our electricity producing, or our electricity production. In the Prussian market, we still have a big deficit of electricity. Okay. Noted. So if we come in here, we should see that our power plants... Oh, we can go to coal-fired plants. That would actually probably be really good. So we're hydroelectric right now. And we consume engines. If we go to coal-fired plants... Yeah, I think that would be a good upgrade. So let's do that, and let's see how we end up with our electric costs like that. So I'm just checking in here on this market price. Okay, look at that. Look at that drop off. Beautiful. So we now are producing enough electricity. Barely. Barely. Okay. So what does that do to our subsidies? Drops it a little bit, but if we look at our overall railway costs here, our primary cost is being driven by engines. And it has been this whole time. So I would like to get more motor industries. And actually, it can be quite profitable to do so. So let's build size 5 motor industries in all of these locations. We're going to get a lot of engines. We can consider upgrading those later on, but for now, that'll do. So we're constructing at a pretty good clip here. And we do still have that small arms input shortage, but we are building some... Yeah, that's no longer there. We did build some munitions plants, or rather arms factories. What is it called? Production lens industry, arms industries. Okay, got it. Cool. So we'll keep an eye on our electricity usage. We are going to have to expand our electric plants at some point. What is this diplomatic play? Radical Russia started a stamp out revolution diplomatic play against Russia. Now that's interesting. China has already joined on the side of Russia. Okay. We'll lean over this way. I doubt we're really going to participate in that, in all honesty. We don't have a huge amount of interest in that one at this moment. So that's fine. We're definitely seeing good bureaucracy here. So it looks like that goes up to 10% construction efficiency. Cool. I like it. Can we consider dropping our taxes? We can. Will that be a problem when we run out of investment pool, though? It will. But for now, let's do it. Let's drop our tax. Fantastic. Great Britain declared neutrality. In all honesty, we're probably going to declare neutrality ourselves. Yeah, let's declare neutrality. We're not going to participate in that diplomatic play. Cool. Oil has been discovered in Elbe. That's up over here. Now that we have an interest in. Fascinating. So what can we do for Hanover here? They wouldn't accept making into a protectorate. Or changing to our customs union. 35 reasons not to, 8 reasons not to do this. Fascinating. But they would accept a trade agreement. So we'll do that. A trade agreement with Hanover. Cool. So that all looks good. We're to get right of assembly soon enough. And we are continuing to construct a lot of things. Hello, what is this? Echoes of Revolutions. Let's hear what they have to say. The intelligentsia are going to be potentially a problem. Baden is still at low market access. What's going on in Baden? $242. Hang on. What do you got going on here? What's in your railway? We're government run. Steel passenger carries electric trains. You are currently hiring. But market access in Baden continues to drop. Okay, we'll do something like this for now. And actually, look at this. A lot of these are actually making money now. Fascinating. So we're still subsidizing them. Are they making money with our subsidies? Let's see what happens if we unsubsidize all of the railways at this point. Now, they're still government run. So what will that end up doing? Well, we'll keep an eye on our market access. Yeah, look at that. We immediately have basically no market access. So, in many cases, this is not going to be an option. Yet. But I feel like we're getting there. So we subsidize this. We can auto-expand our railways at this point, I feel like. Okay. So we are auto-expanding our railways down here. 273 of 110. Yeah. So that's going to improve, and that's just because we unsubsidized. So we're minus 317. Yeah, this is because we ran out of investment pool. For the moment, this is expected. And that is, of course, because we are on medium for all of this right now. We can see that our number of loyalists is not really getting too much better. Our number of radicals is getting quite a lot better. So that's something to note. For the time being, I'm kind of feeling like if we need to cut something, we should cut government wages. Prestige, intelligentsia, and petite bourgeoisie. Yeah, if we're going to cut anything, it should be this. Noted. But for the time being, I'm okay with running this deficit. We have a gold reserve for a little while here, and we're going to finish up a bunch of these. So this is going to be a lot of profitability. And I think that's fine. There are a few, like, railways that aren't going to be super profitable, but that's completely okay. And our market access in Prussian Brunswick is at 28%. Okay. We're definitely going to work on some railroads here and there. Our market access needs to come up in a number of locations, which will help us financially. Yeah, we can see it's already recovering by a decent chunk. And that's actually because we finished up some constructions. But this feels very manageable. Very, very manageable indeed. A lot of these motor industries are going to be finishing up, which will reduce our cost of our railways. Our railways are by far our biggest cost center right now. Well, maybe government wages, but outside of government wages, our railways are our biggest cost area. We can see, though, that the price for engines has dropped. The price for electricity has come back up, We have a market balance negative in electricity again. So we should think about expanding our power plants again. Definitely. Did all of our power plants get upgraded? Hang on. Well, we can upgrade our... yeah, that has that oil issue. I don't want to upgrade our glassworks at this time. I want to come down over this way, though, and check in on our power plants. So we're running coal-fired plants. Noted. We're not set to auto-expand all of our power plants. I do want to auto-expand our power plants. There we go. Auto-expand everything up through here. Cool. Let's check through rural, make sure that that's all the case. Yep, subsistence farms we can't auto-expand, obviously. Okay, looks good. We're at only minus 10k right now. That's due to our construction. We're not doing full construction here. The canvas of ideas. The intelligentsia find it difficult to find the cheap paper they need to immortalize their thoughts. The only upside of this wretched state of affairs, the professor said with an exasperated sigh, is that when someone says an idea is not worth the paper it's printed on, they at least mean it. Okay, so we could set up a paper import. Or they could learn brevity. No. I guess paper is expensive right now. Sure, we'll set up a paper import. I'm expecting there to be more paper mills so soon. Even if there isn't, we can do that. But hey, we're making money. Fantastic. We didn't even dip into credit. That's really good. Okay, now we're slightly negative. But it's only slightly. I think this is quite acceptable. I'm definitely noting that we need more power plants. And how are we doing on our market access? It's still really bad in Prussian Brunswick, but we aren't completed here with this railway. So that's expected, I suppose. Size 3 railway here? Ah, there's basically no employees here. Got it. So that probably has something to do with it. Okay. So that'll be fine. Echoes of Revolutions is happening. Let's hear what they have to say. Cool. French people are migrating to the windward coast in France. Sure, whatever. We're running a very small deficit right now, but we have gold reserves built up. I'm not too concerned about that. This seems completely okay for the time being. So we may want to think about producing additional electricity, is what I'm currently thinking. Yeah, that wouldn't be the worst thing. So let's sort by market price here. This is all fairly expected, to be honest. Yeah, that's all fairly expected. We could allow it to continue to auto-expand. And that may not be too bad. Food industries, wheat farms. Out of curiosity, how much would paper mills be making? They would be making profit. I didn't necessarily mean to build them in Rhineland. Okay. I guess we're building 2 in Rhineland and 4 in Brandenburg. That's fine. So we'll get some more paper mills going here. We are currently spending quite a lot on paper. So if we go into here, we can see our goods for government buildings. We're spending 74.7k on paper. That's a lot of paper. We might even want to build more than just the 6 paper mills here. So expand these up to like size 5. These existing ones. And then something like that. So that's going to run us a pretty decent deficit while we're constructing that. No doubt about that. But we'll have that done in a few weeks. and that'll be great. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to continue to work on our economy. We're skyrocketing at this moment, and that's great. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisil, Kadra, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.